Hi everybody, David again with Dad Details, and today I'm excited to bring a new product to you. It's a bit of an unboxing of something I've been wanting for a very long time, and you get to experience opening this thing up with me for the first time. And one of the things that you'll learn about me and in this channel is that I want to get things that are going to help me maintain or even improve the quality of the outcome of my car washing process and detailing process, with spending less time and making it, I think, just more fun. Sometimes when I first got started, I felt like I was not having as much fun with my regimen, because it was good results, but it just took a lot out of me, because I needed to do things a certain way to not introduce swirls or scratches or whatever damage that I could by taking shortcuts. So anyway, it's been a bit laborious and also time intensive for a weekend wash, and both my cars are clean these days, which is great because we've had some good weather here locally. But back to what we're unboxing. It is a CR Spotless water filter, deionized water filter, and I picked this up from Obsessed Garage last week. And what was nice is that it was actually free shipping from them. Actually, they got dropped shipped from CR Spotless, the company who makes it. I didn't get any of the quick disconnects from Matt over there. I probably should have. The MTM stuff is really good, but I'll probably just. It's actually kind of funny. I was wanting to see what the shipping would be before I bought it. And I just put the wall mount version, which you'll see, and I put it all in my cart and wanting to see the shipping total, and then I think I just hit complete order, and all of a sudden, boom! I get a confirmation email, and it's on its way. And so I was going to buy it anyway, but I wanted to see what the shipping would be. And good news is the shipping wasn't going to be an issue. It was free. So anyway, back to why I have this. Well, in Colorado, which is where I am, we have hard water, and one of the things that many of you may be used to seeing is like a spot-free rinse at a do-it-yourself pressure washing bay, or maybe if you drive through a gas station car wash, there's like the spot-free rinse at the end. So what that is basically just filtered water that goes over for the final rinse. And so as the water dries on the surface of the glass and paint and everything, there's no water spots, hard water spots that are left over. And so I'm able to avoid those by using a blower or some sort of drying aid, and really high quality towels in my drying process, by not introducing swirls or scratches, but yet removing the water without a filter. But again, to reduce time in my process and keep the best results, I'd much rather have the water filtered, so as I'm doing my final rinse, I'm not having to worry about getting every spot out of the mirrors or the bumpers or whatever that is. It's just, if it drips, it's going to be okay. There's going to be no trace of the water left over. So anyway, so insert this filter. There's a couple ways to buy this filter. You can buy it with a cart that's included, and that cart, I don't know, costs another $50. I don't know what it is, but for me, I wasn't interested in the cart. I'm interested in the wall mount solution, and so you'll see why for my application here soon. And I'm going to play around with the plumbing with this, and just the space where it's going to go on my wall. I'm going to show you, because I'm not 100% sure how this is all going to hook up, and so I just wanted to unbox it here with you and test it, see where it's going to go, and see if I need to go by the hardware store and pick up anything. I'm going to hold up actually an old reverse osmosis. It's actually 3 or 4 stage, it's actually 4 stage water filter from my old hobbies. This is actually something I bought for I was into actually keeping reefs, saltwater fish tanks back in college, believe it or not. And so I still have this. And so just for the sake of size, you can see what that looks like. 3 canisters, which are going to look familiar. They're not clear in the deionized system. And then you have the reverse osmosis membrane up top. And so I brought this out just for size comparison, because you'll see it's a significant difference. This thing has cords coming everywhere. They're all color coded. So at the time I knew what went where, because there's just so many things going on with it. One of the things that's interesting about reverse osmosis, and why I'm not doing reverse osmosis for this application, is that it's so slow. In other words, while this is good water that comes out of this reverse osmosis, this is like what you would expect from like filtered water, bottled filtered water. So when you say filtered water on your bottled water, that's what this is. But the problem with it is that this unit produces 50 gallons a day of water. So when I would use this, it would be just dripping out, which was fine for what I was using it for, because I'd be capturing that water to use at a different time. But when for this application, for hooking this up to a pressure washer and doing a final rinse for the cars, it just wasn't going to work. So anyway, I just want to give you that size comparison, and off we go. So I opened this up just so it would be easier to show you. First thing that we see here is a bag of probably registration, but in here we have looks like a connecting hose in there with a nozzle. So some people that don't have a pressure washer that they're going to hook this up to, there's a nozzle that you can use. I think they say use it on the flat setting to help just create a nice sheeting effect, and a few others, just Teflon tape, some other connectors, and a pen. So that's good. Other thing that's in here that I pulled out is a wrench to get these canisters off. That's included. What else? So what these have is these cartridges inside these canisters that you can replace the resin. And so the resin is consumable, I believe, to about 300 gallons, and then you have to replace them. So, guys, here's the the size difference. This is actually a fairly standard, filtration canister size. I believe it's 20 inch. I might get that wrong, but you could just see the difference in this, and there's 2 of them comparatively to, this little thing over here. This thing is really, one of these versus that. So, very, very different size. So that's one. I'm going to pull out the canister within it. These are pretty good weight. So here's what it looks like inside. Water's going to pass through there. Actually, it comes up through the bottom. Actually, it's a little bit wet, so they probably tested it. So I can't remember exactly how the water flows, but I believe water fills this up and gets sucked up through the bottom, and then it comes out through the top, and it goes into the second one and then out. And here's the second one. So same thing, just a second one. So what's interesting about water, deionized water, is that you're actually not supposed to drink it. And the reason why, and I'm not a chemist, but the reason why is that it's so pure. So our goal for this is to get zero total dissolved solids. And it comes with an included TDS monitor. So here's the top. This is where it's going to mount to my wall. This meter that's in there that you can actually read in real time what the output of the water is like from a total dissolved solid standpoint. And so that's something I'm really looking forward to, just doing a before and after, because here in Colorado, again, we have nice hard water. We have hard water. And so, you know, that might be a fun experiment. I have another total dissolved solid meter on my other water filter that I showed you, so I'm going to be able to in real time see what that looks like. So anyway, so here's what this looks like outside the box. Everything I believe is outside the box, so it's pretty simple. Now I'm going to show you where it's going to go. It's going to go right there. In my garage, which I'll do a tour of at some point, I have a hot and cold hose spigot here mounted or installed in the garage. This is coming right from my basement plumbing into the garage, and I have a nice quick disconnect. It's brass. This is where normally my pressure washer sits, and the idea is that I would like this mounted right underneath this garden hose reel to where it's off the floor and just ready for me to just click in when I need it. So the idea with that is it's going to go roughly right around here, and then those are going to hang. Now the reality is that I may need to move this reel up a little because these canisters are big, and I know I measured ahead of time, and I think I'm going to be right. So anyway, this is just unboxing of this, and so stay tuned for another video where I will be able to take you through what exactly all this looks like from an operation standpoint. I'll give it a dad score, and I'll do the install as well. So thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.